Hi, I'm Shivi Ramoutar, author of The Ice Kitchen. Ta-da! We all seem to be doing lots of freezing right now, so I've got my top 5 tips to get you on your way. It's all about freezer filing, and to start with freezer filing, you need to have the equipment. So plastic sealable bags are great for freezer use, but I've got a good alternative that means you can reduce your plastic, but also long term, it reduces costs as well because you don't need to keep buying bags. It's these silicone resealable bags. They're freezer friendly and they go straight from the freezer into your hob, into your oven, into a boiling pan of hot water on the hob. There we go, that's the hob bit, and into the microwave. These are my favorite brand right now, Stashers. They're brilliant, easy to use, come in a beautiful rainbow of colors, makes opening your freezer just an absolute delight. And they're brilliant because it really takes freezer to table to the next level. You don't even have to think about decanting something into a pan. Another great thing that I've come across when weaning my kids with these, so they're marketed for kids, but actually they're great for portioning for grown-ups as well. So, you know, if you can find some of these, get a hold of them. And ice cube trays, I'm sure we all have lots of ice cube trays. They are really key to a lot of my recipes and hints and tips in the Ice Kitchen book. So freezer filing really is about labeling. You make sure that you have what you made written on it, when you made it, and how to reheat it. That's all. And when you file it, make sure you put the most recently cooked dishes at the very back of the freezer, so you're working through in a methodical way. The first meal you cooked is the first meal that goes out, that kind of thing. And it's as simple as that. My next tip for you is actually about portioning and how you freeze in batches. Really, this is all about avoiding waste and making sure you use exactly, or you get exactly what you want to use. So this is why I recommend the ice cube trays. They are brilliant for things like freezing sauces, freezing stocks, freezing leftover wine that you can use in your cooking, leftover citrus. These little ice cubes of flavor bombs can transform future dishes, and you've got them there and you haven't wasted. I mean, it's a win-win situation. And the same thing when it comes to cooked meals. When you're about to put them into the bags, be clever about how you portion them. I pop cooked meals into portions of 2 per bag, so I know when I'm going to take it out that actually it's enough for 2 of us in there, or you can do portions of 1, but it's better than bunging the whole lot of leftovers into a bag, because let's face it, a massive portion of 4 will be wasted if you defrost it and it's only for 2 of you. So be mindful of that. My next tip is about frozen chicken strips. It's really a bizarre one, but it's a great one to have. When you buy multi-packs of chicken breast or chicken thighs, or even if you've got a whole chicken that you're carving up yourself, take scissors to the chicken breast and the boneless thighs, and then pop it onto a tray and freeze until it's solid, and then transfer the frozen chicken strips into your sealable bag. This is amazing for midweek because it means you can have a meal ready to go in minutes. You can cook the chicken straight from frozen. You can throw it directly into the pan. You don't need to defrost it, so it takes that headache of thinking about it out of the way. And it's brilliant because it means you always have a meal to go to. Definitely have that in your freezer ready to go. It's one of the brilliant freezer arsenal tricks that you must have in there, just to make your life easier, really. The next tip for you is vegetables. Freeze your vegetables. What we tend to do a lot of the time is buy vegetables and pop it in your crisp department in the bottom of the fridge. I guarantee in a few days you'd have forgotten about it. By that time, all the nutrients that you bought when you bought it initially would have been leaching out. So if that's going to happen to you, and you know that's going to happen to you, freeze it the day you buy it. Press pause on the nutrient goodness level of that vegetable, so it means when you use them later, they're going to be at that same level when you bought them and when you froze them. Do it, and you can cook them straight from frozen as well. It's a brilliant hack. My last tip for you is about herbs. We always buy herbs and end up throwing them away because they go off because we can't get through them all. So here's how you get through them all. Use the leaves, chop them finely, and pop them into ice cube trays to freeze and use straight from frozen, number 1. Number 2, stalks of your soft herbs like parsley and coriander, blitz it with a bit of oil, pop it into an ice cube, and you have this strongly flavored oil that can again transform meals. Woody herbs can be frozen straight, like rosemary and thyme can be frozen as they are, and you can just pick the leaves off and drizzle it in as you're cooking. Again, all of these things go straight into cooked dishes. It will save you time, it will give you loads of flavor, and it will cut down on waste and therefore cost, because you won't be buying things over and over again. I think that's my top 5 tips. I hope you've enjoyed them. I've got lots more in the Ice Kitchen along with a whole selection of recipes. Enjoy your freezer and have a good day.